ADHD, 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 it's alive. ADHD, 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 it's alive. Testing. Okay, there we go. What's up, everybody? It's host of the ADHD Life podcast, Malachi speaking. So I've got it narrowed down to 1 or 2 days, because I don't think I want to do this on Fridays anymore. I think I'm just going to leave it to like Sundays. I think I'm going to do Sundays. Yes, I'm out of breath because I'm fat. No. Okay, maybe I did skip a couple days at the gym this week. I do apologize for that, but it's been very stressful. Ooh, I shouldn't be this out of breath. I've been eating good, y'all. Just hold on. I gotta get some water. Oy de delish. Yum. Delicioso. That's very good. Let me find my agenda for the podcast. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open up with that or no? Yeah, I'll just get right to it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I did have to move the microphone. There it is. I just moved the microphone upward a little bit and got a position in the center of the room this time with the sound panels up, curtains closed. I might need one more, like a half curtain, to cover it up completely, because there's still like one area where the sound can escape or enter, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, Salisbury sucks all around, from food to shelter. Like, I've been looking, like, I do work, I do construction work, like remodeling on houses in particular, people's personal home, bathrooms, kitchens, etc. And I've been looking around at this apartment, and I'm starting to see all sorts of stuff, man. And I might have already talked about this before, but they really slapped this joint together. Like, they were just like, we ran out of this, so we're just going to use this right here and paint it the same color, and hopefully it looks good. Oh my gosh, it's sad. It's really sad, but it's all good. Salisbury, you have taught me a lot. It sucks. It really sucks here. Like, it sucks so bad. I'm grateful for that I have a roof over my head, but this place sucks. Like, I mean, even the food tastes bad. Like, everywhere you go, you can't have one good spot where the food is decent. I mean, the ice cream, okay, for example, ice cream, that's pretty good, but that's about all you're going to get here. That's pretty decent, ice cream. Everything else, it sucks. It's disgusting. Don't go out to eat. Just do yourself a favor, save your money. Tell you what, go to the grocery store, get what you want to eat, find a YouTube video on how to prepare it, and go from there. You're better off doing that than spending your hard-earned money on restaurants here. This is just horrible. Maybe one day it'll get better, but it's not. I don't have faith in this city. I don't have faith in this city at all, y'all. It was a bad move, but it's only temporary. I was just trying to get us out of the situation we was in, and I actually found this place. We checked it out. I'm like, how soon can we move in? Yeah, you'll come here next week. And I'm like, sold. So that's what we did. Now, oh my gosh, I just want to like squeeze my hand until it pops. But it's okay. It's all right. God has bigger and better for us out there. And I need to start practicing what I preach. I also have to believe what I say, because sometimes I'll say something, but I won't like back it, like I won't believe what I'm saying. Like, so I'm in the process of reading the 3 books right now. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. There we go. Nobody here slurring my words, just laws of success. Sounding like a weirdo, an uneducated fool, baboon. That is the Holy Bible, and the First Principle book that goes along with the Bible, because there's like it'll say something, it'll quote something from the Bible, and then it'll have the chapter, the book, and the verse. So what I'll do is I'll be reading my first principle. I'll go and look up, the book that it's talking about, the verse and everything. It lines up perfect with it, and I like that a lot. I'm learning a lot with this reading thing, man. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better at reading and educating myself. I'm also gonna reread Rich Dad Poor Dad because I feel like I missed a lot in that book. Just anything to give me something to learn about. Because when I'm not learning, my mind tends to wander a bit, and then I start sulking and just get trapped in there for a while, and it's bad. It's horrible. Next topic. So my brother, he's loving my old job, and it's like he fits right in. Excuse me. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's liking the job. That's great. That's wonderful. I mean, it wasn't a bad job. I just didn't have a set schedule, and I couldn't go to church on weekends. And I've already explained that to you guys and how important church is, and just going going to church on Sundays puts me in a better mood for the week. I'm able to get through the week knowing that God's got me. He's right there with me through everything that I'm going through, even though I may feel like my best is never good enough, or I feel like I'm useless. He's there pushing me, getting me through the week. So church plays a very big part in my life. So heck yeah. Don't you random thought, don't you love when you're like driving, minding your business, driving the speed limit and everything, and someone like runs up on you, like they get right up on your bumper and they ride your bumper for about a quarter mile, then they turn off somewhere? Don't you just love that? I was thinking about that the other day, because it happened on more than one occasion. Actually, it happens almost every day. It's like, why? What are you doing? What good was that going to do? You I think I might have vented about this one already too, about how, if you're gonna be late, you might as well just take your time, be safe about it, because it's really not worth the aggravation or the heartache of getting into a car wreck, your insurance going up, dealing, excuse me, having to fix what you done broke. It's just a whole headache. So if you know you're gonna be late, don't even try. Don't bother rushing. It's no point. I've done it before. I haven't wrecked from it. I gotta find some wood to knock. That's not wood. That's fake. I think that's fake too. But hey, God's got me. Anyway, it's just not worth it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not motivated to do this podcast at all whatsoever. I was earlier. I should have just did it earlier, but I wasn't motivated. I woke up and my stomach was just turning. Like, I don't know, man. I've been eating good this weekend, and my stomach's like, that's too much good food for you. We gotta flush right now, boss. Like, I kid you not. I got to the door. We got ready. We were ready to go out the door. We're like, yes, we're going to be on time for church today. Boom, bada bing. We're going to get there a little earlier. We're going to get a little bit of the school of wisdom. My stomach was like, you got to go right now, big boy. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to take everything off because I don't, I don't like to smell like crap in public. This is disgusting, especially if I'm going to be sitting around people. I'm going to be sweating. That's a no-no in my book, so definitely had to do my business, then shower right afterwards. I'm one of those weirdos. Like, I know I showered this morning, but because I took a crap, I gotta shower again. I don't feel clean. I have to feel clean. Like, it's one of my pet peeves. I don't know about y'all, but excuse me, showering after a poo, knowing because I know I'm going to be gone for a while, I'm going to be out around people. It just helps me. It makes me feel like I'm not the smelly one in the room. Because some people will leave the house smelling like you know what, and they know they funky. They know they wrong. They know. And I refuse to be one of those people. So, pats on the back to me for washing my hoo-ha, my monkey, and everything and getting ready all over again. We made it to church. We missed School of Wisdom, but we made it to church. Yeah, we made it to church. And we needed to be there. This is our first communion with him too, so that was pretty good. The wine, or it didn't taste like juice. It definitely did not taste like juice. I don't know if that's, well, I don't know what they use, but it was different. Or maybe I just haven't had communion in a while. That's probably what it was. It just tasted different. Also, when they actually break the bread in half. Well, we have to. We all do it together, and you like in unison. Take the bread, then, and we do your cup. The bread, which represents. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. The bread represents the breaking and eating. I'm sorry. Breaking and eating of the bread symbolizes Christ's body and how it was broken for us. And drinking the wine is to remember the blood he shed for our sins. Forgive me. I had to get some water. Some more water, that is. But you think I'd know that right off the top of my head, but I had to Google it because I get my words mixed up and I don't want to lead people in the wrong direction, tell them the wrong thing. And like, well, Malachi said this, but you said that. Malachi's a liar. He's a liar. That's a whole nother, I don't want to deal with that. So I'd rather just tell y'all the truth. I don't know what be happening to my body, man. I just got dehydrated out of nowhere, but it's definitely not COVID. I tested negative. I took a test this past weekend and tested negative. Got the results back. Yeah, so it was negative. So I was kind of happy about that, but it was just like that was a waste of time. But hey, that's good. I'm happy. So I go to the gym now after work, and then I go to the church after the gym. The gym has become an essential part of my day because it helps me relieve stress and helps keep me in shape. I'm also playing my saxophone a lot more, so I just carry it with me everywhere I go now, just in case. I'm also grateful for where I'm at in my life right now. Being able to do something that I actually enjoy doing. I get to work out right afterwards, get the body right, get the mind right, and then I get to go to church afterwards and fellowship and play my saxophone. I'm getting to a point where I can play it pretty much every day now. There's no more long gaps or spaces when I last practiced on my horn because it definitely shows. And I don't want to be like I was back in Virginia where I wouldn't play my saxophone unless there was an event or unless I was at church because I didn't grow. I was stunting my growth back then. I didn't realize it. Maybe I knew deep down, but I was too stubborn to do anything about it. I was stuck in my ways, swimming in sin. Excuse me. I'm about to pay off some credit card debt, y'all. It's gonna help me get ahead with this living situation we got going on right now. And I think once that's like lifted off, oh my gosh, I'll be able to breathe. Because I want to say I'm pretty good with numbers, and I do my budget every month. I redo it every single month, sometimes 2 or 3 times a month, just so I can keep track of everything that's going on. I'm one of those fanatics that like to look through my bank account and see what's getting taken out, what it's being used for, why am I try to explain. I try to find the reason. There we go. I try to find the reason why I took that money and invested it into that over there when I could have did this. That way I can make smarter decisions in the future. Um, and I want to say it's brought me a long way. It really did. Because if you don't know how to do your budget, you're not gonna get far. Not gonna get far. And I'm also about to start investing in stocks as well. I'm about to get back on my stocks too. I think I might have mentioned that in the last episode. I know I keep saying that line right there, but it's gonna get better because I'm starting to write stuff down and I'll be able to remember more. But I only do this once a week, so once I get to a point where I'm able to do it more than once a week, I I would like to hope my memory will get better. Look at me talking all proper, getting words and sentences and putting them together. I love this. All I'm missing is the camera and the cloud lifter. That's what's really holding me back. I haven't bought a cloud lifter for my Shure MV7. It's the baby brother to the Shure SMB microphone, but that one, it needs a cloud lifter as well. And all it does is amplify the sound. But yeah, because I can use it, but my audio will be quiet. And then I'll have to like jack the audio all the way up, and then it's gonna add all these extra frequencies, and it's gonna be a pain in the butt to mix. And I don't want to have to go through that heartache, that headache, that pain, that agony. Dun dun dun! All right, that was weird. Oh, back to the finances. So the reason I'm about to pay off all this credit card bullcrap is because I think I'm in a good spot with my credit score. Like, I'm in the 700s. We good. We great. I feel like as a black man, we don't talk about credit or how to improve our credit or how to get ahead in life. So I'm going to try putting that information in there, in the podcast. That's what I meant by in there. I'm going to try to share what I do, and maybe you guys can pick up on it. And you don't have to necessarily do exactly what I do, but you can do your own little thing with it. Because, like, what I did in the beginning was, let me explain why. Why I'm saying you can do your own little thing. Because I feel like what worked for me may not work for you. And you have to figure out your own little method, your own little path to good credit and good finances, financial behavior, financial spending. Oh, yeah. Rawr. That was weird. I crack myself up sometimes. I gotta stop that. But yeah, I'm missing the amplifier. We have a camera. Lighting, we gotta get the lights right. And then we should be good to go from there. Then we can start doing videos. Then I gotta find time to edit the video, sync it with the audio, mix the audio perfectly. Well, actually, you gotta mix the audio first. Then you, take the audio, put it with the video, the original video, the audio of your video has to be cut, but it also has to be synced with your audio that you're recording through your microphone. It's a whole process. Then you gotta have an intro, you gotta have an outro. Mine, it'll probably just be something, it'll probably be the ADHD Life logo with the song, with the ADHD to life. That it'll probably just be that with the logo, and I'll probably try to make the camera. I want it to look like it's vibrating a little bit with the sound of the bass, so it's like it's rumbling. Like if you've ever stared at a speaker and you watch it as like the bass hits and you see the speaker moving up and down, like that's kind of the effect I want with the intro outro. Something simple, something basic, once you make it perfect the first time, you save it, all it is just plug and play. And I feel like I've been talking about a lot about nothing. But back to the financial things. I do plan on moving pretty soon. I will say that, and I knew that it was going to take some money. It was going to take some money to get us out of this spot because it took us money to get here. It honestly took us more money to get here than anything. I mean, it's sad that it costs almost $1,300. Oh no, it does cost $1,300. It's sad that it costs $1,300 here in this this neck of the woods, for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath with barely any insulation. I mean, the cosmetics of this place is just horrible. I was just desperate before I just start wreaking havoc on this thing. I don't think I've read you guys the review that I'm gonna leave for this place when I'm done. I'm gonna leave a nice long review. I got over 100 pictures, over 100, because all they're doing is slapping these little things together and charging an arm or leg, or trying to say, oh, well, the economy's doing this, so we have to charge this. And it's like, no, 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 no. You guys are just lining your pockets because your boss tells you to, and he gives you a nice little $50 bonus for each applicant you get moved in. Wow. It's crazy how they get excited over $50. But I mean, hey, that's a lot of money to some people, and I'm not gonna lie, $50 is a lot of money. I'm not gonna act like $50 is not a lot, because that makes me sound like a butthole. Makes me sound like an a-hole. It's like, oh, he must wipe his with $50. Malachi, oh, you talk to him. Take out a loan or something. No. I'm not saying. I'm gonna shut up. I'm digging a hole here. Once we move, I know it's gonna take money for us to move. So it'd be a shame for all the money that I've saved while living here to go towards moving. Because what I want to do is take some money, put it aside specifically for the move. Then I want to have some money just nest egg, save. I've also got a Roth set up. I got the money in the Roth, and so I've got a lot going on in my head. I'm trying to explain it. Okay, so I got the Roth account, Roth IRA, Roth. Bruh, what is going on? It's like I want to say words, but I'm getting stuck with the oh. My mom called me out too this week. She called me out. She's like, it seems like the only time I get to know what's going on with your week is unless I listen to your podcast. That's a dang on shame right there. And I was like, yeah, it is. I'm a bad son. Oh, it's not Charles Schwab. That's the name of a excuse me. What's the name of an investment company? Hold on. A Roth. What type of Roth? Sorry. I'm gonna move us closer to the computer. That way, I don't have to turn and talk and turn, because that's not gonna be fun. Roth IRA meaning. Let's look up Roth IRA. Individual retirement account. A Roth IRA is an individual retirement account under United States law that is generally not taxed upon distribution, provided certain conditions are met. Also, I just want you guys to know I am not a financial advisor. You guys do with this information that you want to do. This is for entertainment purposes only. I forgot I have to say that, because for some reason they like to go after you and say, well, so-and-so told us to do this and do that. So now we have to sue because we got to shift the blame and point our fingers at someone, and you could get in lots of legal trouble. That is very true. But if you want to Google Roth IRA meeting, because that's exactly what I did. I typed in Roth IRA meeting, and I read you the definition of what just popped up. It's basically a retirement account. You just put money into a retirement account. Because I don't know about y'all, I'm not trying to be 70, 75, 80, and I'm working behind the counter of Lowe's or McDonald's. No, that's not going to happen because I didn't save or I didn't do my money right. Because I hear too many horror stories about, oh, I wish I would have saved. Oh, I wish I would have did this with my money. Man, you're doing good for yourself, kid. You better keep that up. You got some good parents. They love you. They just really love you, man. You keep it up. You keep up all the hard work, man. I wish my kids, man, I wish my kids were like you. I wish you was my kid. Yeah. I be having conversations with people all the time, man, trying to tell you. But like I said, it'd be a shame for all that money I saved to go towards the moving thing. Because that's what happened the last time. Like, we had saved up this money. Boom, some stuff had happened. I'm like, all right, we got to get up out of here ASAP. And just like that, everything I had gone. Gone. Finito. I still had money left over. Don't get me wrong. I had money left over. But as far as like savings, nothing. Zilch. Zero. Not a dime. Oh, forgive me. And I'm the type of guy, I don't like to ask nobody for money. I don't like to ask for help unless I absolutely have to. And even then, I'm still not going to ask. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to be praying and God's going to help me find a way. I'm just too stubborn, man. I'm just too stubborn. And hold on, why is that not working? Okay, so just so you guys know, every time I pause it to do something, it takes it like a couple of seconds or so for it to pick up where I left off. So I'm just gonna jump right into the crazy. Honestly, we could have stayed where we was at, but I didn't want to deal with what was going on there, and some good things did come from this move. Like, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my relationship with Alex. I'm learning a lot about my relationships with family and friends as well. A lot of things have come from this move to Salisbury. I'm not gonna sit here and bash Salisbury like, man, this sucks. Don't ever come here. This is horrible. You just don't even do it. Just don't do it. I mean, I was saying that, but that's just my personal opinion. You may move to Salisbury and think this is the best place on earth, but if you think that, man, please let me know what you do in the morning to get up out of the bed, because that's some powerful stuff, yo. You got to be pretty positive to live here. I have positive thoughts about this place, but that new music I was talking about, it's coming real soon. I've been trying to focus on making quality music versus just quantity. For me, it's always been rush to finish the song, rush. I feel like people are waiting on music, and really it's just me being impatient with the process. Oh, that's deep right there. And I know it's not going to sound good if I just post. I have to sit there and let it marinate like chicken. Like, whenever you're marinating something, it's always going to taste better. So I think of my music as being in the marinating stages, because it'll be sitting there for months in my computer. You guys think, oh, he just made this. No. It's been sitting for months. I've been tweaking and adjusting things and trying to, get better at what I do. That way, when it's time for me to really shine at this thing and take off with it, I'm not faking the funk. I've got the time. I've got the catalog. I've got the work. I've got everything I need to fulfill my destiny, whatever that may be. Hopefully something music related, because I love music so much. I love it. I love music. OJ's. I love music. Is that by the OJ's? Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta look that up now, because that's a really good song. That's a really good song. Where's my Jamie? I love Jamie works for the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm not sure if he still has the Joe Rogan. I'm not sure if he's still on the Joe Rogan podcast, but anyway, he's the computer guy for Joe Rogan. That's where I was like, where's my Jamie? For those who don't know. Now you know. Consider yourself in the in crowd. I love music. Yeah, it is by the OJs. Oh man, I wish I could play it. Oh snap! Speaking of playing music, I'm opening the business back up with promoting songs on the podcast. And if I get shut down, I get shut down. If I get Complaints about music being the podcast, I'll deal with it accordingly. I'll find a way around it. Heck, I might even just move my platform to something else, because I don't necessarily have to have Spreaker or Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I don't have to have that. There's so many other platforms out there that will give me the freedom to create and promote and do what I have to do, because I'm all about my money. JK. I'm looking at tutorials. I'm asking for help with this music thing here for my cousin. Let me get my thoughts in order. I'm gonna circle back to that. Actually, I'm at my 30-minute mark. I'm going to close with the open mic stuff. There's an open mic coming up on the 17th. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to it or not, but it's in Eden, North Carolina. Check my Facebook profile for the details. I know I shared something pretty recently. I haven't had time to hit up the open mics like I've been wanting to, and it's mainly because I've been busy trying to get used to this new schedule, trying to figure out my timing for everything, when I'll have time to do this, when I'll have time to do that, how can I fit this in my schedule? Because if I keep myself busy, I'm not going to want to drink during the week. I'm not going to. I don't feel like drinking during the week. And that's if I keep myself busy, because I know it'll just slow me down. Or I'll come home and sit on the couch, my favorite spot, and fall asleep. Be angry when I'm woken up. But all in all, y'all have a great week. I'm gonna cut it off right here because I feel like I'm just babbling on and on and on and on and on at this point. And it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be good. We're gonna have a great week this week. Be blessed. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
ADHD, 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 it's alive. ADHD, ADHD.